Yeah, right.
And then he's like, and the guy's saying how old Howard is, but this guy's been in business 15 years. He's got to be the same age.
He goes, I mean, he's been around we've been hearing that name for 15 years.
Well, what killed me was Opie and Anthony were working for this company, and they came here, their whole act was bad-mouthing me, and I went, wait a second. Aren't you the two guys who came down here for the Jackie Martling song parody contest when you know, and aren't you kind of the same age as me? They were like 42.
Yeah.
So it took you 40 years to figure out to imitate me? I mean, you know, so anyway, so they got fired, and someone said to me, well, what do you think of the fire? And I go, what's the difference? They're just going to replace those guys with more clones.
More in the wings. Just
who cares?
Come on. Yeah.
I just think they blew it. They had a good deal going. And no one will hire them now. Why? Because bad judgment. Dude, don't encourage. All you had to do is not being illegal.
Well, you know, they've been, you know, the most flagrant. But, you know, we used to see this all the time, guys thinking they were Howard and then trying to be more outrageous. Well, more outrageous is illegal.
Yeah, well, what more are you going to do? Where do you go from where I am?
Yeah, you push the envelope to as far as legal goes.
That's right.
It's a legal envelope.
Anything beyond this is illegal, so go ahead.
Well, the reason I've been successful is I kind of know the difference. I mean, I'm able to rationally go, if I do this, I will never be on the radio again.
Right. But, you know, there was that one guy who he thought what you did was invite Girl Scouts up to the station and sexually harass them. Remember that?
He got fired.
Yeah.
And he never worked again in the business. What was that guy?
I don't even remember. But then immediately, well, Howard does it.
Yeah, well, Howard does it. Howard invites Girl Scouts. Well, today, I want to announce something, is Kidnapping Day. Any one of my audience who kidnaps a child will win. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you gotta use your head. It's Kidnapping Day today. Oh, really? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That's brought to you by Dial a Mattress.
But it really doesn't impact me because, you know, what am I going to tell you? I'm just dying to basically get off the air myself. The company hires anyone who sounds like me. Mm-hmm. There's no, you know, I think that all of these guys...
They don't sound like you. They bring them here and they say, please sound like him.
And all of the guys, I think, suffer from little man complex. What I mean is, for now, until the time I leave radio, I will be the guy. I'm the guy who started it all. I've done it all. There are guys who imitate me from 20 years ago. There are guys who imitate me from 10 years ago. There are guys who imitate me how I sound now. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. And I'll always be the guy. And if you've ever gone to the gym to work out and you see a little tiny guy who's all pumped up.
Right.
They've got
muscles are way too big.
His muscles are way too big because he's got to prove something.
Got a complex.
Most of these guys will self-destruct, especially if they can't talk about me. You know what I mean? It's just very frustrating. Ken Stevens, who I understand got fired as well, and deservedly so. I couldn't be happier about Ken getting fired. Ken has been the biggest skunk on the planet to me, the biggest traitor, Two-Face. I said, and no one will ever believe this, but I'll tell you the truth. I sat down with Ken 2 years ago, and I said, if you don't muzzle those two douchebags, you're going to be fired. They're going to bring your ass down. And I warned him. I said, they're completely trying too hard. Like trying hard in a bad way. And he said to me to screw off, basically.
Oh, good.
And I said, okay. You know, okay, do what you want, dude. But once clones can't talk about me, there's
they implode.
They implode. Clones implode. The implosion of the clones.
Well, it's true. They figure, what are they going to do to top you? So they're going to do something.
Well, it was funny.
Out of line.
I was reading the paper and would say, "Well, don't worry about it. They'll just get another job." You know, you don't get other jobs when you break the law. The FCC will be down on your ass. And there's another thing too you got to understand. When you get syndicated, and I started the syndication business. I don't think there's anyone who would argue with me. No one said a morning show could be syndicated anywhere. And I started it, and I worked slowly. As you syndicate from market to market, more and more heat comes on you. When you're just doing a local show, there's no heat from the FCC. When you syndicate, there's big heat. It's a tricky move, and nobody knows that. Nobody knows how difficult it is to syndicate. You're dealing with different markets, different sensibilities. Every time you go into a new market, new heat is brought on you. Every time I start a new market, FCC gets 50,000 billion complaints. and then the heat comes on me. But as far as those two guys go, I resented the fact that there was not a nice word coming from the camp. I think that I had set up syndication. I think I'd set up a lot of nice opportunities within the company, and it really was unnecessary to sit there and go through the Howard Stern clone attack of Howard Stern. You know what I mean? It's that bit. Irritating.
And they robbed you blind, those guys. They did everything that you do. You know?
Everybody robs me blind. But what's really...
somebody who's doing something different.
What's mind-blowing is I'm sitting there working out, and I'm hearing Bubba the Love Sponge talk about how I'm different. Wait till you hear my show. And then he's doing, lesbian dating game.
I'm
and playing
naked girls.
He's not even playing a good song parody.
No, bad song parody.
Bad song parody. And the guy's older than I am. Been hacking around all over the place.
Well, that's the new thing. Howard's old. Listen to me. Don't mind my age.
Yeah. Howard's old. Listen to me. And you know what? You're old, too.
Just forget my age.
You're not a young man. Stupid. It's just so dumb. The whole business has gotten dumb. And you know what? I've moved on in my mind.